A lot of barriers are actually self-imposed. And that's not to say that we don't have real tangible barriers when we're coming into entrepreneurship, or when we're coming into trying to accomplish something bigger than us. But a lot of that really is an internally built barrier. And I think learning to get over that barrier doesn't mean that you're never going to have doubt. As Rima mentioned, every time I'm working on a story or I put out a new book, there's always doubt. There's this doubt that, like, oh, well, is this story really going to connect with people? Am I really going to have the effect that I want to have? And because I write for adults and children, it's just like a lot more doubt in coming from many different avenues. But I think doubt is okay to have, but you also have to pair it with tawakkul, because what happens when you let doubt reign supreme in your life, you get to a point where you're not doing anything, because you're always second guessing yourself. You're always saying, well, hey, you know what? Somebody else wrote a good book, so what's the point of me even writing a book? There's already something out there that exists that's better than this. And that's a really unhealthy attitude to have, because and I say this before, like I say this on my own platform, is that we need more. Just because somebody's doing work, it doesn't mean we don't need 100 or 1,000 more of those same people doing that same work to really build something big and lasting in our community. And that's what happens when you're trying to build, almost like build a new culture of, well, for me, like around publishing and writing, that it's something that isn't foreign to our community, that we're writing our own stories, and that we're acknowledging our own experiences and coming to the table with our authentic narratives, basically. If you doubt and you don't do that, what ends up happening is that someone else is going to tell your story. And oftentimes they're going to tell it in a way that's not truthful to what it actually is. And that's much worse than you coming out with a book and it's like not as successful as you want it to be. And I think Rimla mentioned this as well, that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you a talent or an ability, for you to not utilize it is, I don't know what word to use that's like that's gonna express what I want to express but still be nice. Like you have to use the talent that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you. Otherwise, why are you here? If Allah gave you the ability to do something but you're holding back, you're not living up to your potential. You're not benefiting yourself, your family, and the community the way that you can. And that's a loss. That's a loss for the community.